Monty, you've had a number of meetings since the press conference on Tuesday of this week. Can you give us an idea of what's going on with the transfer of ASCI to Garrett County government?
I sure can, Paul. What we've done since Tuesday when the announcement was made is trying to look at the personnel that are there, trying to look at the reporting line, trying to look at the budget. This has been an undertaking that we knew was going to take place. We really had planned for this, but really didn't have, I guess, lack of a better word, the authority to do this until the commissioners took action on Tuesday of this week to assume that authority and that jurisdiction. So we've done that, and we've met with the Director of Operations, who is Joe Schroyer, who's worked at ASCI since it opened. We're looking at a relationship with the college to also provide some assistance on that end of it. Mike Logston, who is the Adventure Sport Institute at the college, is the director, I believe his title. He'll play a role in it some part. There's other things to work out. The legal and the administrative accounting part of it, that is done. The money has been sent to the banks. That's done. The assignment of that to the county has been taken care of. We're looking now at making sure everything's in line to open up in May. I believe the first weekend in May they intend to open up. So it's been quite a busy few days.
I would say we had talked a little bit a while back about perhaps there would be some salary adjustments to bring things into. I know you can't go into specific personnel, but there may have been some salaries that were a little bit higher than perhaps the market would have bared.
Well, we've taken a look at those, and I think they just needed some review and some consistency, that we need to base those on what current county positions may be comparable or parallel, and we're doing that. It's a complicated situation. You know, we're looking at an operation that's seasonal. We don't have that in any other county department. Certainly we're up for the challenge, and we'll make this work. I intend to work on a lot of that today and all through the weekend to get that ready. So Monday, that everything's ready for our employees. They need to know what their role's going to be, and some of them are going to change. We need to know what they're going to do. We need to have people in the right place doing the right thing at the right time, and that's all going to work out. We have good staff there. Some are new, some have been there for a while, but we need to pull this off. And it's a different day and a different leadership, and we believe that's in the right direction. And again, one of the reasons the Board of County Commissioners took this on was they saw the potential. They just needed a different way to look at it.
Has there been any discussion down the line whether the county would entertain offers to jettison it to someone else that would be a responsible steward of it?
Had that question from other media sources, some of your peers in your field, and that answer is yes. I think that right now we need to move forward with what we're doing, and I think, my opinion, and personally, and nobody else's, but I believe once this operation moves forward, I think the county commissioners are committed to make this work. I believe that everybody thinks it will be successful. I think they know that. And I believe once this goes to the 2014 games, I don't think anybody realizes how big of an event this is going to be. It's going to be much more marketable, and who knows, the economy picks up and somebody comes in. Certainly the county's in a much better negotiating position because of what we paid for it. And if it comes down to selling it, what that price could be. And I believe that this will all work out in the next 3 to 4 years. Our focus really right now is on the next couple weeks, through the month of April, to get everything in line, to open up on weekends, and then Memorial Day, whenever the season's open, to get everybody up. And there's 50, 60, 70 people that work seasonally and part-time down there. A lot of summer kids, these are their jobs. A lot of the guides are paid by the trip. There's a lot of venues that come up there, and it's really an exciting time. I believe, contrary to a lot of opinion out there, that this is going to work out real good. And I would encourage people to go up and visit and learn more about it, just as we are. So I think it was a good decision by the commissioners, and it's an asset to the county, and I think that's going to be proven in the next short term.
I understand the $600,000 the county is paying is initially going to come out of the general fund, but the money will come back to the general fund through the hotel motel accommodations tax revenue. In the short term, does that take money away from the Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development Department that you have to make up from other sources?
No, it does not. That is an appropriation every year. That those funds are restricted only for those two purposes: the promotion of tourism and economic development. And that, in past years, there's been infrastructure and industrial park expansion and development, those type of things that the accommodation tax has been used. Certainly, I think that the Chamber's going to want a piece of that additional funds as they come in. The dollars are up. The amount of the dollars are up even prior to the proposed increase of 1%, which will generate about $300,000. That particular legislation that was questioned in the meeting the other day, that particular legislation has gone through some favorable committees, and that there's no indication that won't proceed, and that will be effective July 1. I think one thing that needs to be noted: the county will honor any contracts that rental companies have out and already have reservations at the 5%. Anything after that's approved will be at the new rate. That's all be worked out with the rental companies. They're already aware of that. We went through that before. So the money will not, to answer your original question, isn't taken from somewhere else to do that. That'll all be part of how the commissioners approve the budget, and I think that's all going to work out real well. We haven't had time to really get into the budget because of all the time we've all spent on this transfer with Adventure Sports and the transition, but we're going to get into that real soon.
Will the Chamber of Commerce be in charge of marketing ASCI, or will that be a separate?
Separate. We have that separately right under the Adventure Sports Center. They'll certainly help. I think they use that in a lot of their promotions and those type of things. That's their job, to promote a lot of every business and economic tourism industry. They'll promote all of that, but no, primarily that will be with our staff.